Live. Live, I think. Okay, I see a couple comments here. Yeah. Wait for tomorrow. Oh, the worst. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I just need to know that someone can hear me. Earl Carvin is here. I know you make it worth waiting for, he says. I appreciate that. I've been struggling this last hour here. Who's this? Who's your DJ? Says, looking forward to today's live. I am too. Yeah, a couple challenges there. I was actually on the phone with Postmasters. They had an issue with a mailing, and I had to straighten them out. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to straighten these people out. I had to go up the chain. I had to do all sorts of stuff just to get this poor landscaper's mailing. That's local to me. It's not even that far. Had to straighten that out. So I've been on the phone with them. I've been doing all sorts of stuff. I don't have no one to help me on here. No one's here to help me. I had to put all these graphics together. Okay, Macintosh says that they can hear me. Thank you. Ronnie is here. We can officially start Arc Graphics. Very nice to see all you guys. Christina DeCristo with a mailer. You're on the shout-out list today. Joshua Polche's here. I would like to show loud and clear, they say. Okay, it's still happening. Yeah, it's still happening. I'm here. Kendrick Hudson, who's... Did I do? Yeah, I shouted Kendrick out last week. I think I did, Kendrick. Didn't I? I hope I didn't miss you last week. I'm pretty sure I did. Fresh off a 10,000? I think you got a 10,000 piecer. Reed is here. Oh, that's great. I want to talk. I'm going to start this comment there, Repent. If you got a question, hopefully I can catch it, and I'll star them. Kevin says about to be stuck in the dentist chair, but I'll be tuning in after. Good. Tortuga is here with a shout out. Oh, I can tell. Art Graphics says, tell us what happened with the postmaster. I'll talk about that, sure. Sometimes you got issues here. Jacob Rivera is here, fresh off a 10,000 piecer. Beautiful looking card there. Mr. John Strange is here. Matthew Rye, who's getting a big shout out, who's on a 10,000 piecer too. Michelle's here. Oh, it's great to see everyone. I will talk about the issues I have with the postmaster. Sometimes you have issues. This is one, more of, well, kind of. It could happen to anyone. Hello, my love. This man, Mitch Tebow, is here. Mitch Tebow. Alan Sloan is here. Oh, Alan, I just got your postcard in the mail. Do I have that right here? I just saw that. You said you sent out something before. I'll look at it after. I got a whole bunch of stuff here I haven't gotten to. Great to see you, Madeline Oliveira. I've got a huge 9x12 shout-outs. I want to shout out a bunch of people with big successes this week. And I also want to talk about, don't start talking about it yet, but I want the discussion today also to be on maybe some products and services that you use in your business that is worth recommending. You know, we all have our little digital tools, maybe physical tools, things that really can go a long way in business, whether that's automation type stuff or certain softwares. Let's talk about that stuff too. Let me give some people shout outs here before I get caught up in the comments. I have to change the screen. And first up, who just sent this in, John Kimler, literally just sent this over to me. Great job, John Kimler in Michigan. I'm mixing up the cities and stuff, so I'm not putting cities on there. I'm just putting states, or I'm mixing up people's cities. This is actually what took the last like half hour. I had to throw these together because I wasn't keeping good track of them. And there was like 3 or 4 that I didn't get back to me if I could shout them out or not, so I couldn't shout them out. I wish I could have. Michael and Dara De Leon. I don't know if I'm saying it right over there in Texas. Look at them. I love seeing when the whole family's involved. You know, you got the husband and wife teaming up here, working together. I like this comment he sent me too. He said, all said, it took my wife and I a week and a half. That's all it took for them to fill this, a week and a half. Look at that. Beautiful job. Matthew Rye. Huge shout out. He's always on the streams here. He said he had a picture of his family. I wanted to see the picture of his family, but I guess they weren't important enough to send a picture out. Great job on that 10,000 piece, Matthew, who is in the live stream now, working. Christina DeCisto, who's live also in Alabama. Look at that, getting that 5,000 piece out. That's a great look. You got the acai bowls on there. It looks great. That's a great looking card. You got the pizza. Great grizzly axes, axe throwing. You got the pool, perfect time. Putting out these 9x12 cards. Great job, Christina. Ryan Lashinsky didn't get his authorization till this week, but I think he was the last week one. But you got, look at that. Where's he? Massachusetts. The Neighborhood Insider. Ooh, I like that. The Neighborhood Insider. I like when I see something new in there as a name. That's a nice looking card. It matches his hat. Look, it almost blends seamlessly in with his hat. You know, this is a good, I should bring this up. Look how much the KAC insulator shows up. Look at how much that ad shows up. If you were thinking about doing a mailing, if you were an advertiser, if you were a business and you want to advertise on this card, this is a really good example of standing out. You don't got nothing fancy. This thing stands out like crazy because of the huge text. They bought a double space. This is a great example. This is a fantastic example that you could show people of why, hey, buy a double space. Look at this, buy a double space. And just make it real simple. Put this big thing up there. Look how much that stands out. Even though this isn't the fanciest graphic, they just bought a big space and kept it simple. Look how much that stands out. Tony Ortega, who is in here, live in the chat. Great job, Tony, with a 5,000 piece. Hey, neighbor, I like that. Card is looking good. He's out there in Washington State. What is that, the Pacific Northwest? Kevin Long, my man Kevin Long. Happy as a clam there with his 10,000 piece mailer. I like that free home. What is that? Home Heroes. Oh, nice. What, they clean your home or something? Second opinion. What is that? That ad stands out, though, for sure. Look at that. Stands right out with that purple. Indiana. You know, if I looked at a map, I'm pretty good with geography, but if I looked at a map, I might have trouble finding Indiana if it wasn't labeled. I kind of know the shape of it, and it's in the middle. It's in, like, it's a little bit further down, I think, than I think it is, but it's... I might have a little... That in Wisconsin. Shermaine Adkins out in Nevada. Great looking card. I like the bright orange. Look, another example of a double space and how much that stands out. Buying that double space up. Great job, Shermaine. I don't know if you're live right now, but fantastic job. This is all this week's new ones. Or at least the ones that said it was okay to shout them out. Brian Strassheim. Am I saying it right? Strassheim? It might be Strassheim, but I think it's Strassheim. He's so happy with his River Valley exclusive. I see the cactus. I got the nursery. Oh, landscaping. Smokehouse Deli. Imagine being a homeowner and you get this in the mail. Great job, Brian. I'll look at these comments in a second while I'm shouting everyone out. Andrew Laraway out in California with his significant other. I didn't catch her name. With the Reading spotlight. Look at the blue. It stands out. Great job. You get that thing, it's got the mountain on it. A collection of amazing Reading businesses. He's going to get some people calling in for that to advertise, for sure. Great job, Andrew and significant other. And this one, I forgot to shout them out in Idaho. Katie and Javin. I believe I'm saying it right. Haley, I love seeing two people working a card. That's fantastic. Nice job out there in Idaho. Sarah, I don't know if it's Licht or Lisht. It probably the correct pronunciation is Lisht, I would assume. German or Dutch or something. Lisht. Range-fed beef. Horse sales. Veterinary service. Remember that cartoon, or not cartoon, for those of you that grew up in the 90s, Hey Dude, remember that? That's what I think of as Arizona and stuff, that show Hey Dude. I loved that show when I was little. That's her second card, by the way. I just don't have a picture. She didn't send me a picture. Is that it? I think I had another. Nope, that's it. That's all I got that said yes to the shout-outs. I might have forgot some people. I was trying. I just spent the last 25 minutes or so getting these together. That's a big reason why I was late. I was on the phone with the freaking post office, straightening them out. Okay, let me see what I missed. Mark Cook's here. Great to see you, Mark. Always great to see you. Anthony Brown, who I shouted out yesterday, fresh off their 10,000 piecer. Got nervous because one of the almost gave me a heart attack because one of the boxes it came a couple hours late. Cynthia's visiting her mom in rehab. Well, I hope she's okay. I hope she's getting better. Mark Gershon is here. Ed Jr. online. Great to see you. Repent, you just is asking the 9x12. I don't keep those prices publicly. They're buried in there, but they're not good. Just hit me up. I give you the discounted prices. Just send me an email. Me or Zoe or Jane. I don't know if they're on here. We'll take care of you. I've been so busy. I've not talked to Jane or Zoe in the last couple hours. You guys want to hear about this stupid post office? Oh, Brian's on his way to a track meet. Our track season starts the 17th. I can't wait. Track and cross country is my favorite. I love it. I love every second. Cross country is my favorite, but track I do like too. What events is your kid in? I'm assuming it's for your kid. You're probably not going to the. What are they in? What are they doing? I like the 800. That's my favorite. The 800 is my favorite. 60s and stable. Robert Sales. Save That Money is here and says Mitchell is here. Mitch gets a lot of flack sometimes, but he's a good kid. He's just trying to hustle his way. Paul also put out a postcard too, just fresh off of 10,000, I think. 5,000 or 10,000, I can't remember. It's a blur. The past couple of days, a blur. Max Chambliss is here. 2,100. Yeah, of course you can email. We do everything over email. I prefer it. I got a whole team. Send me that email. This way we can check everything over and you got to worry with picking the right specs and stuff. 2,100 I can do. You're going to pay the same as 2,500, just so you know. 2,500 pieces is going to be the same cost as 2,000. If you need a longer explanation about that, I'm happy to. But it's going to cost the same for us to do 2,500 as 2,100. Bruce Rograd is here. Great to see you. JL is here. Another JL. Oh, Burn Dog B. I ain't seen you in a while. Paul's giving us a shout out for the customer service. Thank you. HTX is here. Page One Partners. Is that Houston? I'm assuming that's Houston. Travis here. My man Travis made it. Yes, you got. I've been in screaming matches with these posts. Sometimes you get these Nazi clerks. Sometimes it's your fault. Sometimes it's their fault. This particular one is a local customer who does 15 or 20,000. This time he did 15,000 postcards twice a year. He's spring and he's landscaper. And I sent it out. I did it on my permit. I do a lot of retail and I do a lot of permits. Permits can trip postmasters up. It can really trip them up because they're not used to seeing permit EDDMs come in remotely. They're not used to seeing those. And there's a little bit fancier paperwork and it can trip them up. Well, I didn't put I put an EDM retail indicia on it. So that's a little bit my fault instead of the permit one, whatever. Yeah, but he calls and he's like, I'm not taking these. I ship them FedEx. This is one day. It gets there in one day. I'm not taking these. He goes, it's got to be priority mail. And when he got all snotty, I'm like, okay, I'm dealing with a little bit of a jerk here, a hothead. Some of these postal clerks are, they're very Nazi type. They can be like that. And it's bad if you just come at them and say, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. You're wrong, I'm right. You have to do it tactfully. So I've done it enough to where I can handle these people. So anyways, it's a half hour, 45-minute conversation. And I'm talking to the guy and we're not getting that far. But I end up having to go up the chain and get the bulk mail rep in the nearest region and stuff. And we sort it all out. Everything's all good. Turns out my permit, this one particular permit that I use, we have multiple permits. I hadn't paid since September. I didn't know that. I didn't know it expired. It comes up every year and it's supposed to come out of my balance, but for whatever reason, they take it out of my balance. So that was actually the bigger reason, and I just had to sort that out. But it's all good. And then what's funny is this mailer was the other half of it was to the next town over, And that postmaster called me because one of the boxes didn't arrive with the others. She was just calling because of that. I'm like, oh God, here we go again. And she was the nicest person. You can literally go, and that box is arriving today, where the rest came yesterday. She just wanted to let me know that box 3 out of 5 didn't show up. But you can go one post office over and have an entirely different experience. But you got to keep a cool head. You don't want to get nasty with these people. That's like a last resort thing, because these are the people that can delay stuff. They can like put you through some hell. You don't want to do that. And trust me, they don't want these mailers sitting around. That they want them out too. But some of them are very by the rules and stuff, and you've got to work with these people. Sometimes, every now and then, you get a freaking Nazi clerk. That's all. Oh, Jane's here. Thank you for showing up here, Jane. I don't know. I always tell people, follow me on Strava. You guys aren't on Strava? I don't have no one else follow me on Strava. I'm always looking for some of my followers or something to be on Strava. None of you guys are on Strava. MXL Euphoria says, first 5,000 is done. Can't wait for the first response. Wow. Man, that first card is a huge achievement. Great job. Oh, Sarah's here. Thank you. Sarah was texting me. She goes, are you going live or not? Yeah, I'm trying. I'm going to build a new studio set, by the way. I've got a few ideas in the works, and I've got a whole other studio set that I'm going to build. Jake the Postcard Master. All right, you guys want to talk about systems and stuff? Let's talk about, tell me the system or the products, the services you use to run your business. We're just looking for what are things that help you run your business that another business owner might find useful. Joshua Polche says you just go high level. I'm not a go high level person. I'm going to tell you why. I could be totally wrong. I could be completely wrong. I'll never use it. I will never use go high level or ClickFunnels, but I don't care if you use it. If that works for you, that's great. I don't like it because it's like a pyramid scheme to me. Go high level's a pyramid scheme to me. That's why I don't like it. It's an MLM pyramid. And I don't like, that's just me. Don't say, don't use it. All my peers, all the others probably could go high level. I have to wonder anytime I'm promoting something, are they actually doing something like that they say, or is this really just a sham to promote go high level? Because I found out many times, I'm like, oh, this sounds good. And I tell you, it's really just a way for them to promote go high level. I'm like, I'm not signing up for that. But I guess besides that, my own personal opinion, I don't like anything that is all in one. I do not like something that holds everything, where if it were to go bad, your whole business would collapse, especially when it gets to be bigger. You know, when your business is bigger, my business is more sizable than maybe a very small business. I would not want to lose everything in one swoop. So I have, just like if you're investing, you don't want to buy one stock or have all your money in one stock. Like, it's dangerous. You can be very careful, but it is dangerous. Something goes bad, you can lose everything. I don't like that. So I have my stuff scattered all over. I use lead pages for my landing pages. I love lead pages. I use Digital Access Pass for my membership. I use my own WordPress. I use WordPress for my website. I use the Pro X theme. I use, what's for website? Yeah, and then different plugins and stuff that are helpful. But everything is spread across. Dropbox, Mediafire. I know that if something goes wrong somewhere, I'm not out of business instantly. John Smith is in Houston. Dan Johnson is here in Oklahoma. Someone else was in Oklahoma. Who's in Oklahoma? Is it Matt? No. Someone on the shoutouts was... Who's in Oklahoma? Did I miss them? Someone here was in Oklahoma. No, he's in Illinois. Did I mess? Oh, Brian. Brian's in Oklahoma. I knew there was an Oklahoma in. I knew there was one in there. Robert Nebel says, hi from New York City. Your videos got me started calling and emailing prospects. Yet haven't started prospecting yet, but designing my 9x12 now. That is great. New York City is a great place to put out a 9x12. You're going to do fantastic. Stephen Nass says, I just want to say thanks for the motivation and advice. I started a marketing business to handle both 9x12s and a magazine I produce. Thanks to going down this path. Tomorrow is my last, what's the rest of it? Your last what? Tomorrow is my last day as a chef. I'll now be working full time in advertising sales. That's incredible. That's incredible. There's nothing better than helping small businesses, right? There's nothing better. Making a living just helping businesses. You don't feel bad. You don't got to go to sleep, selling some grimy product or working for someone. Not that it's bad to work for someone. Like, it's not a bad, just some people are not cut out for that. And some people want to take the risk and have freedom. Now I have to have a boss. Now I have to go to work in the kitchen. Cindy said that she's glad that I made it. Well, I'm glad that I made it too there. Oh, I was trying. Trust me, I was trying. Kelly Ray is here. Thank you for showing up, Kelly. Matthew Rye says, shout out to Mitch. He's going hardcore and helped a ton. So definitely some kudos there to Mitch. Mystical Dragonfly is here. Timothy Sackrider says, I love your channel. Thank you. MXL Euphoria. What's first time is sending this week? 5,000. Challenging and rewarding, like any business. Like any business. Things are good when they, things that go in a roller coaster are good. It makes you appreciate the highs more. Imagine if the roller coaster just went up or it just stayed flat. It wouldn't be any fun. Bree Novak is here. Where's that 9x12? Aren't you almost done with that thing? Mark Williams is in Maryland. Hey, great to see you, Mark. I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Business is great. Got the sample pack. Justin Designer says, just built my website for it as well. Hopefully you used maybe Carolyn, the Kenosha, the Queen of Kenosha's template. Got mine done this week. Oh, Jason says he's got his 9x12 card done this week. Look at my email. Okay. I sure will, Jason. And if Zoe or Jane is watching this, make sure that I see Jason's email. You got to keep in mind, these emails come through like crazy. And I try to keep a really good eye on them all. But we'll make sure. Indiana is the boot shape. Maybe. I think it's like flat at the top, I think, and it comes down a little bit. And it's somewhere in that middle. I think there's like Ohio. And then, so it's like Ohio's here and Indiana's here, I think. I don't think there's any water around. I don't think you guys have any water in there. Get them likes up, Deep Pope says. I also shot off an email. I managed to get an email out. I like Kevin Long's 18 spot card. Let's pull Kevin Long's card out there again. Where is he? I think we're just finishing. Yeah, his is just about to get finished tonight, I think. Yeah, that's nice. That tic-tac-toe layout. And he's got the nice spot on the side there. Excellent. Excellent job, Kevin. Man, there's a couple more that I really wanted to shout out, but they didn't answer me about if I could shout them out, so I couldn't throw them on there. Mario Alvarez says, I missed the live last week. I'm not missing it today, even though I'm at the hospital with my wife having a baby. Yes. I remember my second kid. So I was 25 at the time, and I was obsessed with Jim Cramer's Mad Money. I would not miss an episode. You guys remember that? Buy, 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 sell, sell, sell. And I was, she was in labor and it was on, and I had to watch it. I had to get it on there. I had to get it on the TV. So I guess I'm that person to you right now. So I appreciate that a ton, and I hope that birth goes smooth as can be. I've been through 8 of them. I've been through 8 childbirths as a spectator. With the last one being so terrifying, I never want to do it again. I was talking with Scott Meisner about that too, man. These challenging pregnancies, especially when you get older, they take a toll on you. I hope yours is smooth as can be. Which you having a boy? You having a girl? Which one you having? They're both good. Jeff Thompson says, I completed a 9x12 pizza. John Zeich, the Lone Star, says, what are you charging for a double space ad? That's a great question. You would normally just give a small discount to take a doubler. I wouldn't give too much off, but they deserve a double. If they're going to take extra space, they need something. I would say no more than 20%. No more. But you could get away with 10 or 15%, no more than 20%. Selling a double space ad is great, though. It saves you a ton of time. Don't feel bad about discounting. They're getting a bigger space. They should get maybe a deal, and they're saving you time. You don't have to go find another person. Now, if you had your card all filled up, you had tons of advertisers, and you are short on space, high on demand, then you might just sell them at double the price because you got too much demand. Jody Hall says, "Greetings, Jake and fellow YouTube fan members." Justin the Designer, how much you charge for printing 7,000 flyers? Well, 7,000 is going to cost the same as 7,500, and 7,500 is going to cost almost the same as 10,000. It's going to, we would probably end up putting a 7,500 on a 10,000 piece run. I talked last week about gang run printing. We gang print jobs together. So it's big old space. I still have this from last week in here. Big old sheet, multiple pieces together, and we cut them up. So it's got to go, everyone's got to get them in the same quantities. Because if you say you want 7,100, how many other people also want 7,100? Not many. You know, most people are going to want 5,000. So we do them in standard quantities. So you would be on a 5,000 piece run and a 2,500 piece run. And a 2,500 piece run costs more to print than a 5,000 piece run. So it would make most sense to put you on a 10,000 piece run. If that's still confusing, I'm happy to explain further on that. It's all about efficiency. The most expensive thing you can do, by the way, with postcards or flyers or anything, is print an exact specific quantity. That's the most expensive way to print something. We can do it. If you want 4,178 pieces, we can certainly do that. But you will have to go on your own specific print run. So all the setup, everything is, you are absorbing that entire cost. And setup is expensive. So you are going to have to take the single print run yourself, and you're going to pay a lot of money for that precise count. Just like if you're taking a private jet. If you want to take a private, say you want to go fly to, say you live in Texas and you want to fly to Chicago, right? You could take a private jet. You could definitely take a private jet and get there. You have all the luxuries of getting exactly where you want to go. Or let's say you're going to some weird town, right? Some weird town on the way to Chicago. You could take the private jet and get there to the exact place you want to go. Or you could take commercial and you will pay far less and probably be in more luxurious quarters because everyone else is absorbing the cost. The downside is you will have to fly to Chicago and then the plane cannot just land on the way to accommodate you. It would cost too much. So if that makes sense, that's why it will probably cost you the same really to do 10,000 pieces. Dion is here. It's great to see you, Dion. Arkansas. Oh, did I put Wait. Did I put the wrong? Wait, it's up. Oh, man, I'm the worst, man. What did I put on there? I'm not going to show it up. I'm doing these sometimes at the last second because I have to ask people for permission. I have to keep track of this. I should probably put Zoe on it because Zoe would probably be good. Is Zoe on here today? I haven't even talked to her, so hopefully she is. Because I'm struggling at the last minute trying to go through emails. Okay, did this person say yes? And did they send me their headshot? And then I got to find where on the card it is. And I'm like doing this all at last second. It's crazy. Slickback says, dropped my 10,000 postcards at the post office yesterday. Working on card number 2. Already on number 2. That is fantastic. Where's the postage on Sarah's? Good question. That might have been a... like before that was on. I ripped these off of the emails. I literally just screenshot them off a quick email. So a lot of times they have crop marks and bleed marks on them because I'm just literally screenshotting whatever I find in the email. Kendrick never sent me a picture. That's why. Kendrick, come on. That's right. You said you were going to send a picture. You never did. Mike from Calais, Maine. Is it Calais? Working on it first. Oh, 4 ads away from print. Oh, that's so good. 4 ads. Incredible. Isn't it amazing building these Whose card is this? Oh, this is Dwayne's. Why do I have Dwayne's card right here? Oh, is it cut? This one is cut bad. That's why. Because this is a poor cut. Why did we end up cutting this one? This is a junk. This is part of the junk pile. Dwayne just had beautiful cards out. He was on there last week with his champagne glass or his prosecco. But isn't it great that we put these things? Us marketers are just making this real estate for people. Like you're creating something. It didn't even exist that has value. It's amazing. Minnesota Local Savings is here. Jane said that she just emailed Jason Hosening back, but make sure I see that too. Don't forget to hit that like button, Lars Mullen says. I would appreciate that. We have 185 people live right now. And tremendous amounts of success. Paul in the Hangry Neighbor has his first card on the press. It's incredible. I'm going to be smelling that fresh ink. Bruce got his sample pack. Vicky Ruelis is here. It's great to see you. Mike McLean says great customer service. Yeah, we check things for spelling. It's very important to me. People say, I probably haven't gotten the comments that mention automation and tools. I will. But people say, oh, why don't you make a form? Have them order on the website. It's printing stuff is so complicated. The right specs, the right coatings. It's so easy to mess up. And that's a reason I tell people to sell print. Sell print and help business owners because it's very hard for them to go. They got to go online. They don't know what 10-point cardstock is, 14-point, 100-pound cover. There's 100-pound cover and 100-pound text. Two totally different paper stocks, completely different. One's called 100-pound paper, one's called text, one's called 100-pound cover. Totally different papers. But you see 100-pound, you're not gonna know the difference. Then there's text, book. Sometimes it's referred to as book, text, cover, cardstock. What's the difference between 100-pound cover and 10-pound cardstock, 20-pound cardstock, UV gloss, AQ gloss? It's so hard to make sense out of it. Just do real customer service and take these orders by text, by email, in person. You will make so many sales because you're eliminating the challenges of these specs. First time on the live, Gabe Turner says, waiting in line at the print shop to get a sample New Mover card. It ain't going to look as good as the one we'd print for you. This is my M3. I really got to do videos on M3s. This is my classic M3 sample piece. But you should, get these printed. 14-point UV gloss. Beautiful pieces. Thanks for the quick reply yesterday. Live free or die. I am happy to. Vestbook says, hey, Jake, what's the typical turnaround time? We're usually 2 days. I would give it 2 days of print. But then you have banding. So that can take us an extra day because sometimes we can't finish it before UPS comes. So it might be getting finished and it might not be all the way cut. We may not be able to band it in time. So I would give us 3 days, 4 days to be super safe, business days. And then depending on where you are, a day or two to ship. So you're looking at like a week, but things, if something goes wrong that can delay it a day, sometimes you run into a weekend and stuff, but it's very fast. Zoe's here. Great to see you, Zoe. You've probably been messaging me and I just have not seen it. Zoe, please though, I'm spending so much time on getting these graphics together. I think we got to get a plan together to get these graphics together during the week. So I'm not struggling at the last minute to get them up. Silly Penguin. Well, harass Rob Smith because I think I'm going to have to do it on my own because he's so bombarded with work. He just can't do it. I don't know. He needs to stop. Candid moment here. Rob Smith needs to stop doing one-on-one work and instead do these where we reach many people. Because my plan, I'll be honest with you, my plan is I pay Rob Smith a lot of money to do it because he's worth every penny. But I'm like, Rob, let's focus on one postcard a week. Focus all of our energy on this postcard. Make the best postcard. And then after 5 to 10 of these, we'll make them into templates. We'll make these into templates in Canva. I'll convert them to Canva, and then you bundle it up, and you'll have an income. People will love to buy 5 to 10 A+ top-notch templates, and this will be an income for you. You know, this will be an income for you that you won't have to do the actual design. He's got to do that. He's like the freaking music artist that only wants to play live one-on-one or something. You don't want to make any albums where you can sell them at a bigger scale. So I really got to do them because I love that series. I want to do those all the time. Jason McCoy got his cards. Bruce is here. Good afternoon. Hoosier says, do you have any 6x11 sample? I have samples up the wazoo. If you went back and you would be swimming in postcards. So you should see the amount of recycles that are, especially now, is accumulated. The problem is just grabbing random. I can't just take random people's stuff. And the cost of having any of us go fish out something specific for someone, and it's almost can't happen because everyone's time is completely taken up. So I have the sample packs, and we put those together, and it's really hard to accommodate other things, unfortunately. But these are 6x11. Buy a sample pack, and these come included now. So that's a 6x11. Hey to Sean Tries Things. Great to see you. Oh, Brian says he coaches cross country, long and triple jump. Wow. Do you know Jason? Do you know Jason Bell? I had him on here. He's one of the few product creators that I like, and he's a D1. He was D1 college triple jump. Yeah, he's still in freaking magnificent, unbelievable shape at however old he is. I don't know. He's closer to my age. But he's a triple jump. Man, that triple jump it's crazy to me. I love cross country. Cross country is the best sport ever. It really is. It really is the greatest sport. I wish I knew about it in high school. I never knew about it. Jake Rivera says, took about 6 weeks to fill out a card while juggling a regular 9 to 5. Come to find out, email is probably the best way to go. Filled your card up with email. Nice job. All while working at 9 to 5. That's incredible. I'd like to have you on a podcast too. I'm like 3 people. I have 3 podcast interviews from a month ago plus now that I haven't even gotten to edit. So I'm not scheduling more until I catch up. But I would love to have you on there. D Pope says, I build website for a new local business owner. She's interested in a card ad. Plus gave a referral. Amazing. One customer can change your life around. Reno, Nevada. We just had another, Bob. We just had a Carson City, I think she's in. I shouted out. She had a 9x12 out today. Mark Abbott is here. Mark, I actually got your email. Mark is working with a client on targeted mailings. And it was Leanne was helping him. And I think I saw this morning there were some questions that you had. I think with if you want to ask in here too, this would be a great time to get my attention to talk about targeted mailings. I could answer those for you. Some targeted mailings can trip people up with postage rates and questions. Why don't you, if you want to summarize some of those on here, I'd be happy to answer those if you think it would help other people. Jake is awesome with fast replies. 9x12 Mastery is an awesome. Just working on my first 9x12. Thank you, Dragonhead. Jerry Rodriguez is here. We're going to do some contests in a second. Jim Juris is here. E-Rock is here. Aisha Muhammad is here. And I'm also going to shout out the super chats because I know there's at least one in here, and I don't want you to go unnoticed. Aisha says that been watching you for a while and attempting my own card. Okay, can't wait to print with you. I can't wait to print that card. Wondering how you ensure the quality in Canva. Canva is really a godsend. It has allowed everyday people to do really great designs, and it's pretty simple to work with. The quality in Canva, the best thing that you can do is give me the Canva link. Don't export it and give me the files that export, because you're probably going to export it in a low resolution file. Just share the Canva project to me. You click share and publish and share, I think, and set it to anyone can edit. And let me download it from there. That's the best thing. Diva Postmaster, Jeff says. I think that was back when we were talking about the Postmasters. Aisha says, the quality when making new ads in Canva or looking for logos. Yeah, this is a good question. How do you know if the quality is good? See, I know because I do it all day. blow it up a little, like magnify it. Does it look really super pixelated? It might be too low resolution. If you can hit zoom on this thing a bit on your computer and it looks pretty good, you're probably okay. That's a kind of a really generic advice. There's other technical things like bringing it into Photoshop and seeing what the DPI and resolution is. But if it looks okay blown up, then you're probably fine. Kelly says, starting with EDMs this week for nonprofits, but excited to grow. Loving your channel. Well, thank you. You can make a lot of money and just have a really rewarding career, side hustle, job replacement thing to do with this. It's really rewarding personally. Hey, Liz Marasco. I got Ecamm to work with minimal frustration today. I found out that the key to my issues with not that frustration of it not opening in the same windows, I have to have my Google Chrome minimized. I cannot have full screen. It has to be minimized in order for Ecamm to open in the same desktop space. Wear a Doge agent t-shirt when you deal with the post office. I don't think Doge are they attacking the post office? There's not much. Everything's cut. I don't think they're gonna find too much excess spending in the post office. They need to apply more money into there. No 9x12 for you. Paul says GHL automations. Oh, Sarah's here. She's avoiding the camera. She just popped in here to fulfill some merch orders, right? Maybe we'll get those things on the floor out today, maybe. Oh, your hair's looking nice. Did you do your hair today? Very nice, very nice, very nice. There's also a return straight out in the hallway. Yeah, I didn't look at it. And also that teal bag. Also, these have to be stamped. I can't forget that today. These ones over here. Oh, crap. I got to tell a guy his stag party tickets are here, too. It's fine. It's fine. No, down here. But it's all right. I'll get to it later. Go high levels all you need. All these go high level pyramiders. I'm just joking. I don't know. People love the new card, Sarah says. Asana. I hear about Asana all the time. I've never... You know what I use? I tried Slack for a little bit. For those of you that have like Teams and stuff, Slack was not it. Slack was clunky and slow and way too corporate. I use Discord. Discord is a lifeblood of our system, of our whole systems that run in here. Is Discord. Try Discord out. It's great for just fast communications. I love Discord. Asana project management and WordPress for my website. Stripe for invoicing. I like Stripe. Just same as I'm just not a fan of all-in-one things, because if something goes wrong, you're screwed. You're even worse than screwed. I'd use another word, but I can't say it. Stripe, Square Up, a merchant account. I would suggest you have at least 2 different ways to collect money. It's important that you use 2, I think, because if one goes down, it can be sometimes hard to just start a new one up and start pushing all your sales in there. It might flag things. Like if I was to just suddenly couldn't use PayPal, right? I keep my merchant account. I also have Stripe. I also have Square Up. I keep them at a level enough to where if I was out of PayPal, if PayPal kicked me out, that I could start producing a lot of money, taking a lot of money in my other accounts, and it wouldn't raise flags. Now, if I was only using PayPal and suddenly I open a merchant account and I start processing, $50,000 in a week, it's going to red flag everything. It's going to slow me down because that account wasn't seasoned. So I would suggest that you have a couple different tools for processing payments and bounce them around. That's my suggestion. MN Local Savings says, I just used Canva to sell 2 logos for $100 each. Very nice. Thanks for the info. Canva Pro is well worth the investment. Solid investment. Canva Pro is a solid investment. Great investment. Canva Pro is well worth it. That's amazing. Go high level. A lot of go high level pyramiders. Oh, good side hoe is great at sorting 9x12s. You'll have to see for yourself. Right on time, the free will. I'm probably so far back on comments. Jacob Rivera says go high level is complicated as SH word and lock you in by holding your data hostage. And exactly. I'm not here to not. I know a lot of people really love go high level, and I'm not telling you to not use it. I'm sure I'm probably missing out on something, but just like ClickFunnels, I'd say same thing with ClickFunnels. You know, it's all in one until something goes wrong and they got you hostage and your stuff. And I'm sure you can say, oh, well, you can back up everything. It's not that easy. When you have everything in one thing, you especially when that thing is like like new, like not that old, you know, this stuff can go haywire fast. Real fast. Hoosier says that he separates into multiple platforms. It's safer. No new interviews this week. I know, I'm backed up on them. Spend too much on emails. I spend too much time on emails. That's my simple problem. I'd have all my problems solved if I was doing videos instead of emails. I'm working on it. Just ordered a postcard for the season, and it's so good thanks to you. Well, you're welcome, Tiffany. Tyler says, Square Google Sheets. Google Sheets is amazing. You know what else is amazing? I don't talk about it too much. Is Airtable. Airtable is a critical tool for our business. Airtable, if you haven't heard of Airtable, it's amazing. It looks like a spreadsheet, but it's really a database, and it's easy to use. But I can pull up all of our mailings, so I track all of our mailings in Airtable. And you make these views, so I can quickly see what mailings we have to fulfill. So I track our fulfillment, like full service EDDM mailers and targeted mailers. I put them on. I can see what ones are due on what days, which ones should be completed on what day, which ones, if someone says this one has to go out on the 21st, that shows me at in lots of different views which ones are due that day. And you can have things color coding. You can have so much information on them and make multiple views. Okay, ones that we haven't paid the postage yet, ones that we still need to pay the postage, ones that are postage bought. Okay, what do I have to do today? Is this completed? This not get completed? Airtable is amazing. You can store all the paperwork and stuff into it, pictures of the cards, anything that you might be sending to the client, postage receipts, you can store it all in there. Oh, Christian Real Estate Solutions said that they've been out door to door and sold the first 2 spots. Very nice. Dragonhead Craftwork says that they use Square and built a quick site for standard, double, and full side quick buys. Nice. Gainesville, Florida. A Floridian. Justin the Designer says Canva, WordPress, Stripe, Asana, Project Manager, as well as Instagram DM. An Okie from Muskegee. It must be someone. I don't know where that is. Illinois, I think. Canva from EDM Tools says Canva. QuickBooks, QuickBooks for, I know a lot of people use like Wave or Waze or something, but I'm a QuickBooks online user. You better be doing your bookkeeping. You better be staying on top of that. MTC says that they're a graphic designer, really struggling to just get out there on the sales front. I can't do my direct backyard because of competition with a magazine I work for. Ooh. You can if you're okay with the phones, I mean, just pull a list of an industry that you think you'd fit in with for design and just sell print over the phone. You might not want to do that, but that's a fast way to make a lot of sales. You can make a ton of sales every day. You could literally just call, contractors, remodelers, and just sell print jobs that you could do the design for all day. Max is going through a roller coaster. Well, I hope things get better for you. It reminds me of a Bob Ross quote. I'll have to make that video sometime and show you. There's a Bob Ross thing it's incredible about that. I'll have to make a clip of it. Oh, Breeze got sent over. Jane didn't tell me that. Max is trying to finish up his last 9x12. I hope that thing gets done ASAP. Robert Shields sent over a banner order. Come on, Jane. Where's Robert Shields' banner order? We do banners so fast. How are we missing this? And Zoe, I can't pin the blame on Jane 100%. I got to throw it at Zoe too. Well, how are we even missing this? Where is? Let me look. Robert's trying to make me look bad on the video here. He's trying to say I don't want his money. Robert Shields. 240. Okay, March 11th. Oh, boy. Oh, this one. You never answered. I asked you, what size do you want them? I said the images are kind of small. You never answered. I don't know if you can see that. You never answered. It was me. Did you send another thing? See, you didn't get my response. I literally responded. I'm going to reply to you again. If you don't hear, especially on an order, so the way our emails work, because there are many, I mean, I don't know how many a day. It's got to be hundreds. It takes four of us totally to just manage the email inbox. It has to get categorized into the priority. So someone ordering something is the highest priority. If someone is saying I'm ordering this, it's like instant. Like we are on it right away. So you were about ready. So that was very high, and then we responded just with the size, and then there was no response from you. But what should have happened is that goes into our CRM, and then we're like, we should follow up the next day and say, hey, we haven't heard from you. That was on the 11th, so we should have probably been checked up on the next day. And things that when you send me a wall of text, not you, but anyone with questions like this, it goes into my folder that I have to answer, and I don't know how many there are right now, 100. And it's like I can't always get to those. On fertility ground. I get to them as fast as I can, but it's tough. Dwayne, I know. Those beauties. Augustine just dropped off the first mailing at the post office today. Oh, nice job. I know I shouted you out last week. Good to see it. You got him out. Mark Williams. Shouting out Mark Williams. Do I need a permit for EDDM? LM says. No. Don't even get a permit. Don't get a permit. Don't think about it. Don't worry about a permit. You do not need a permit. EDM retail is all you need. Indiana is not a boot, Dorn says. Dorn, we still got to send your hoodies out. They're still here. Everyone says they'll send them out. Everyone here says they'll send, I'll get them out. And it's like I'll end up being the one that has to get them out. Christian Real Estate Solution says, I made a mock-up of my card and printed it on my home printer using photo paper. Nice. Okay. Then glued it together and yeah. Awesome. My very first card when I first went out, because I needed to see what a 9x12 was. I knew, I couldn't visually really tell what a 9x12 was. I'm like, I have to get this done. So I went to a local print shop, and I didn't understand. Now, of course, I understand. But at the time, I didn't understand why they wouldn't, they'd only give it to me on a sheet. I had to have a sheet printed. So I had to have like one 9x12 on the middle of a sheet. I think they charged me $10. And I'm like, can you just cut? And he's like, you don't understand. He goes, to cut this, I got to charge you like $50+ and it'll take time. I'm like, what are you talking about? Now I understand the process, the amount of time that it takes to set up something, print it off, and then cut for bleed. Like, it's a lot of work. It's easier to do a sheet. So then I had to take this big sheet to Staples. I went to Staples and then used their little cutter to cut it out. I think I printed 2. Steven says it's nice that goofing around on Canva for a decade finally paid off. Oh, Derek said it's this must be Indiana. Just find the bottom finger of Lake Michigan. Oh, I didn't know Lake Michigan bordered Indiana. See, I thought Indiana was further down. I thought it was I didn't know it was I didn't know that. I thought it was further. Yeah, I know. I got to do us winners here. Let me catch up to these comments. Miley, I didn't get your it's good to see you. I didn't get your request, I don't think, for what you wanted. You won. And you got to pick a prize. Roland says, can I make a business out of this in my local area in Oregon? Yeah, you sure can. 100%. Slickback says, I have a bunch of videos on EDM. They're like 2-3 years old. They do. You know what? I need to make new ones, but it's the same content. You just got to refresh it. You got to say, oh, this is the newest one, but it's the same exact thing. Mario's committed. They said, don't piss off the Gordon Ramsay and Kramer. This 2007. I was obsessed with that. Yeah, they're idiots that are making more money than we'll ever make. I'd be an idiot too, I guess. Don't take the money or whatever. Not Gordon Ramsay. What's his name? Dave Ramsey. Well, I can't believe you took a loan out. I can't believe you have that debt. Your problem is you got too much debt. Those are the kind of people. This is poor financial advice. Those are the kind of people that die with god-awful amounts of money because they are so obsessed with not spending anything and not going into debt and paying cash for everything, and they die with all this money and it gets gobbled up, it gets eaten up, and then it goes off to wherever, it goes off to the college to put up a monument. It goes off to the kid, that spends it all in 6 months. Like, I feel that if you're gonna make a bunch of money, go do something with it. I hate thinking that I'm going to do any investing or work in order to spend 5-10 years in my 70s. And then buy the house I want, and then go to the beach I want. Like that's like a nightmare to me. Like, I want to spend money to do things now, buy the house now, go do the fun things now when you're younger and you can move around and you have little kids, and do those things now. I love this kind of marketing, digital marketing and product creation and content stuff, digital content, and 9x12 ads, and anything that's making you money that doesn't require you to punch in a clock, because you can do it forever. You could do these things when I will have an income when I'm 80. I don't have to retire. I'm just worried about a job. I don't have to worry about my investments. I could go all crazy, QQQM, and I get SHGC. I get all these, I all these higher return things because I don't care about making a couple bad years or something. Take the risk, because I'm always going to have an income when I'm in my 60s, 70s, 80s. I'm still going to be having income. I don't need to worry about not having cash, because I don't even care. I love the Roths. I got to do the backdoor Roth. I got to do that. Because the income limits or whatever. But whether you're doing a regular Roth, you get, I think it's $7,000 a year that you can put into to Roth, and you get it tax free. Who cares thinking about retirement when you have, I got to manage my money or something? That's make more money. I'm not gonna be living off a pittance at 73, hobbling around wishing that I had done something cooler when I was younger. That's my thought. Child labor watching should be on ESPN. Child labor watching. Oh. Name the baby Jake or Jake out. Oh my God, please do not do that. But Jake is a good name. Who's saying, I didn't hear if it was a boy or a girl. $600. BOGO half. That's Tony Ortega's cost for that half. For a double spot. Nate Diz says working on a second postcard. We'll have it paid for in 3 days. Very nice. Just get the yes. TCM Trades is here. Kendrick says, what about discount for buying 3-4 months pre-sale? Up to you. Yes, it's just fair. 3-piece run or a 3-piece meal. Kirk Hiltz is here. He showed up. My boy Kirk. Typeform. Alex Pennington says, I love using Typeform to sell by the way I ask. I'm thinking we should all say ChatGPT too is a critical part of business. Rules and logic can make every client discover how knowledgeable your company is about the specific. Yeah, but it probably is useful, but it was hard for my brain to process that at the moment. Efficiency is how you do it that cheap. Yes, for the printing. Getting calls. Psalms and Psalms says, love my cards you did. Getting calls daily from them. I love hearing stuff like that. I love it. I'm so happy to hear that. The Shift Arcade says, hello, fellow 9x12ers. John Zyke says, why wouldn't you just print 1750 times 4 to get to 7,000 versus gang run of 10K? Because if you do here's the problem. If we did 1750, I'm trying to process this. What you're saying is to do 1,750 times 4. A print run of 1750 is no one's going to be wanting to go on a 1750 print. No other people. Can't gang other people. So this is a quantity no one else is going to want. So you have to go by yourself. So you have to do a regular print run. So if you're wanting an exact, if you want 1750 and you want this on an exact yourself on that gang, not gang run, but regular print run where it's just all your artwork, that's fine. We can totally do that. We can put just your artwork, but you and can print exactly that quantity pretty much. But the problem will be you will have to pay the entire setup. So on an offset print run like this, at that quantity, you're going to be paying for 4 plates. You're going to pay for cyan, magenta, yellow, black plate. You're going to have 4 plates. The whole process, the cutting, the coating, the setup alone is like a good $700. Okay, it's about $600-700 worth of materials and labor to just set up one offset print run. So if you want that exact quantity and you're just going to be the only one on it, sure, but you're going to now pay that $600-700 because you're the only one going on there. That the thing has to be set up. Gang run, where many other people go on it and all share the card, everyone's sharing the cost, the setup. Everyone's paying for it, so it's diluted across. So we're fitting business cards, postcards, rack cards, all sorts of stuff on these sheets, and everyone is paying for that setup. So it's diluted across a ton of people. So you're not paying for that setup. If you went to a local printer, you're going to have to pay for that big setup because they're not going to have enough jobs to gang, or you have to wait 2 weeks before they have enough people all together to do one print run and everyone shares the cost. We can do this in a day because of the high volume. So I hope that makes sense. You're not going to pay for all the setup, the cutting, all that stuff is not going to be absorbed by you. It's going to be absorbed by many other people. So hence, it makes sense to just do a 10,000 print run or a 5,000 and a 2,500 piece run. Now, because the setup is fixed, the setup cost is fixed. No matter if you print one off, the setup is the exact same. It takes that much. It's just like a band. If you're going to go to the wedding and play a song, play at a wedding, it's the same exact amount of setup to play one song as it is to play 10 songs. It's the exact same amount of setup. The setup is the same. So in printing, if you're doing 500 copies, it is the same amount of setup as if you were doing 500,000. It is the exact same cost. So doing 500 or doing a smaller quantity costs more because the setup is so much. It's such a big part of that. Whereas if you start doing 5,000, 10,000, that setup is almost just a non-issue because it's the same whether you do one or if you do 100,000. Hopefully that makes sense. I got a lot of positive feedback on that last week. A lot of people said I really loved you explaining that. 18 spot template. I do not have an 18 spot template. It's like a tic-tac-toe. I'm sorry, I just don't have one. There's probably someone in here happy to make one though. Fino says, any tips on how to get a card filled out when you're spread thin because of other things that you're doing to make money? You probably should just focus. Really goes a long way. Multitasking is bad. Multitasking really never really works. it takes your focus and your time and energy away from something. I think you can handle a job, a regular 9 to 5 job, because you don't have to do much thinking and stuff. You can just kind of self-automate those most of the time of jobs, and then put your creative energy and your focus and your time into one side hustle. So my quick answer would be to just drop these other hustles. Just even if it's just for a few weeks, just say, I'm going to give this all for 2-3 weeks, and I'm going to devote all my extra attention to 9x12. And I think you'll see a huge amount of progress. Liam says, if I put together a route on the EDDM with over 10,000 homes, I know I have to pay for the extra homes. But my question is, will they take the 10,000 postcards? No, they won't even count them. The post office will not count them. They'll just take them. So just, what you won't even get. So there's also print tolerances. Your bundles may be off by a little bit. They may be off because we all do them by weight, which has there's things like every print run has some quality control where some might be bad. So sometimes we're a little bit over, we're a little bit under. It's not, if we're a little bit under, if there was an issue and it's a little bit under, there's a tolerance. So we have like a 3-4% tolerance because it's not worth reprinting, 50 extra pieces of everyone's thing and spending $700 to reset up everything. So and this is true with every offset printer where there's a tolerance. I just talked to a guy yesterday who emailed me from his local printer. They have a 10% tolerance. They have a 10% industry tolerance for them. You could get 1,000 less or 1,000 more. That's kind of sloppy, but there is the numbers are never exactly precise. The post office won't count them. And guess what? The post office's numbers aren't precise. You look up a route, and on the EDDM site, it might say 954, 654 homes businesses. Go to your post office and ask how many is on this route, because they'll have the exact number. It changes. It may be totally off. There might be new construction that hasn't updated in the system yet. There may be homes that have burned, someone's house burned down. Okay, that number's off. Maybe that was an apartment building burned down and it had 8 people living in there. Now all of a sudden that route is off 8. Maybe there's a dog that has bit a carrier, and the postal carrier, maybe there's 5 of them on the route and the postal carrier won't deliver to those houses. That adjusts the route. Maybe there's some slumlord added another 2 apartments to a building, and now there's suddenly 2 more addresses, and the database hasn't caught up. Those numbers are not totally accurate. They're not 100% accurate. Some people do stuff like move their mailbox, and the post office won't deliver mail to that person now, or they didn't shovel their driveway and they can't get in. They're not getting mail. So these counts, these numbers are always off a little bit. Just give them what you have. You got to pay for the full route, but you just give them what you have. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a route that has more people on it, and you only have to pay the amount that it says. I have a real estate customer like that right now. Their count's like 100 extra people, and the post office just says, just send them, or that's how many we have. So I kind of make out on that one. Becca Haydell, heads all, says, I like that little flower in the hair. Says, Jake and Company, I've been trying to figure all this out, and your videos have been so informative. Thank you, and thank you for watching. It means a lot to me. Psalms and Psalms, who's getting cards every day, said they're getting cards every day. The best thing is have you do the full turnkey. I never touched anything. Thank you, from Bulldog Palms and Psalms. And you had that great banner, too. That's great that you're getting calls every day. I really enjoy doing that mailing, actually. Chelsea. Is she over there? No, she ain't over there. It's all right. No. Oh, are you there? Bulldog Palms. You remember that one? Bulldog Palms mailer. I think we did too. But he just said he's getting calls every day. Every day. Loves it. So every day. Nice. Every day getting calls. Doran's got it. That was. That's why I said we really enjoyed doing that one. Yep. Can you start over, Brian? I got to do some. Do you price match? Lance says. Yeah. There's really no reason I can't beat. I should be able to beat anything you find. I should at least be able to match it, but I should be able to beat anything you can find. But you got to compare like same paper stock, even like turnaround. It's got to be apples to apples, but I should be able to beat everyone. Robert Shield with the super chat. A ton of super chats. I'll get to you in 1 second. Thank you, Robert Shields. Means a lot. Let's get those banners done. They were just really small files, I think, and I didn't know what size you were looking for. They were really small. Probably an easy fix. Drop a link to your course. It is high response marketing. Well, I better put it on the YouTube and not on Facebook. HTTPS. I think we should do someone asked what kind of printer. We have a Heidelberg offset and a couple HP Indigos. Best way to get customers while working 9 to 5. Make the best use of that extra time. You have to use. I miss having a job. You know, those were days where I got a ton. I feel like I got more done when I had a day job because I had to use every ounce of my time very strategically. The moment you're not working your regular job, you suddenly have all this time and you do like a quarter of as much work. Takes you 10 times longer. You're not even as productive. Can we do some contests? Can we just get some contests in here while I answer questions to today's prize? Same prizes. Let's see who's winning. Is it going to spin? It's not spinning. There we go. I never saw that spin button, so I don't know if that's a new... Oh, they have a little... This is new. I didn't even see this. They just throw their stupid graphic up there. Mark P, nice job. What are you winning, Mark P? Let's see. What are you winning? Freaking bro. I love this guide, the print from scratch guide. Email Zoe at printingforsupercheap.com to claim that. Custom flags. Yeah, we can do custom flags if you want. I've seen them on Etsy pretty cheap though too. Chris says, "What's up, Jake? Sorry I'm late to the show. I have a busy work day today." Great to see you, Chris, on your 10,000 shout out last week. Plate charge for 4-up is divided by 4 to take all 4 spots. You have 4 times the plate cost. Yeah, you're doing an entire thing yourself. It's just not you'd rather have other people paying that, if that makes sense. Bruce knows what's up. You can't, like, people think that your printing is always it's not 4-up because it's not an 8.5 by 11 sheet. These are 18 by 28 sheets. You're going to get on an 8, and actually on our offset, it's even bigger. This is the digital. This is the HP. On this, there's 4 9 by 12s that fit. You can fit 4 9 by 12s. So you're already getting 4 on here, but you are going to pay the full $700 in setup. Whereas if you share this with other people, everyone is absorbing the cost. So the print run is longer, but the setup is absorbed by 4 other people. If you got business cards, you got all this other stuff on there, everyone is absorbing that cost, if that makes sense. Because some people think that any commercial printing is done on 8.5 by 11 sheets, and they think that if you can squeeze more, this is how production printing works. It's multiple jobs. It's not just one sheet per piece, if that makes sense. Rachel says, is there a way we can get a sample of a postcard? Yeah, definitely. Just email me, Jake, or email Zoe at printingforsupercheap.com. And I have sample packs. And if you just want one thing, like one random postcard, we'll do our best to just send one out in an envelope. Just one thing in an envelope. If you just want to see what like 14-point UV gloss looks like. But it's nice. You should see, if you watch my recent design overhaul with Rob Smith, I show you one. Oh, I want to show you this so bad, but I can't. I got to make a video on it. You'll see what the quality looks like. Okay, let me just, oscillation handy is here. Oops, brain is slowing down here. Let's do some more contests. And I got to catch up in the comments here. The USPS EDDM tool in Utah looks like it got hit with an airstrike. I have to see that. Matthew Rye says, what's a good average mailer amount for the 3M mailer? Oh, this is, I like M3s First of all, M3s, you are doing them for your own good. So you are not doing them to make money. And M3 is there for your business. You're putting your business on it and getting 2 other people to share the costs or even pay for the cost. So you are not trying to make money on an M3. It defeats the purpose. If you're trying to make money on an M3, then you should be doing an M6 or a 9x12. Don't try to make money on an M3. Any money that you make on an M3, you would rather put that money into more mailings. So instead of making, $500, I made $500. Well, the whole purpose is for you to get your own advertising. So take that $500 and send it to more people. Do more mailings. The whole purpose is to mail for yourself on an M3. You just you have to be selfish on an M3. Very selfish. You start with you and you think, who do I want to reach? This is my business. Who do I want to reach? What audience? What demographic? What do I want? I want the best for me. And that number may be different. It may only be like 2,500 people. If it's super targeted, it may only be 2,500 people, 1,500 people, even in a big city. If you target it down, it's a small number. And then you're selfish. But then you think, who else would want to reach that exact same list? Like, who else also wants to reach that? And you look for the people as a partner. That's it. Hope that makes sense. Diaries of Wandering Artist. Great to see you. I'm doing good. Do we need an EDM count if we have you do the whole turnkey? No, you don't, which is great. You don't have to mess with that. This door-to-door is killing me, Promo Weapon says. You're probably not planning. There's many things you could be doing wrong. You should talk to Kirk. You should give Kirk a call on here. He'll talk to you on the phone. He'd love to. Kirk on my team here. You're probably not talking to the right people. You're not strategizing where you're going to go, and you're getting burnt out because you're not going to the right. You don't have a plan. You're not going to the right people. You're probably saying the wrong things. All that stuff could be so easily fixed. Any side hose in stock? No one asked for these. As far as I know, no one asked for these, unless Zoe just didn't tell me. She could probably yelling at me and saying I did tell you. No one asked. No one asked. So no one receives. You don't ask, you don't receive. Trying to send you guys some. City Connector says, when did this go live? I didn't go live till 1:45. I tried so hard, City Connector. I tried so hard. I really did. Let's get more away. Hey, what's it doing here? Why is it not? Refresh? Reset? Streamline must have done. Oh, man. Wait, let's leave it. Let's let it sit there for a second. You see, this is not. Maybe we'll try. I'll try refreshing. There we go. Maybe this will work. I don't know what's going on here. Can you guys see? Wait, can you guys see my screen? I think you can. Freaking Ecamm, man. There we are. All I see is Mark P. How do I get this to spin again? Well, let's take out Mark. Okay, I had to remove Mark. And let's spin this thing again. I do like that I can click the spinny wheel. Kristen DeKisto, who's on her first 9x12, who just got it done. Great job. What are you winning, Kristen? Christina, sorry. What are you winning? Where's my water go? I just heard it. It fell over here somewhere. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't cut that one right. I can't show that yet. Butchered the print from scratch. That's a great one. I'm so glad you got that. Jacob Rivera has some advice to the other guy that was saying he had a hard time. I called 2 days off work, door knock like crazy, send emails every day, call and stop in places, and you got it done. And you're right, F5, when I got off, you can do it. That's exactly what to do. You got to manage that time and go all in. All in. Jeremy Root is here. Dollar Billa is here. I haven't received my free ebook. Danielle, I'm so sorry. Send me an email. It's hard. It's tough. Harass Zoe and make her have me send it. I'm late because I've been calling and emailing since 9 a.m. and so far nothing. That's just one day. Don't get frustrated. It's one day. Sometimes these people have to, they don't check their emails that second. When you first start, how do you take payment? Well, my suggestion would be to get a DBA. You're in business, you should really treat it as a business. Go get a doing business as. That way you can make a fancy name or just some kind of business name and then open up a bank account. You can do all this in one day. You can get an EIN from the IRS. You can do it all in one day. Get a bank account. You can go on Chase. You can open an online one at Chase or Capital One and have it all done on one day and then tie Square into it so you can take credit cards and make payments or send invoices with payment links. You can run it through a credit card reader. You can take checks. You can take cash. But a DBA is nice because you can then you have a name for your business so they can write the business to something, write it out to your business name and not just you. Who else is winning here? All right, looks like I got to get rid of, there we go. I got to get rid of the winner. Oh, yeah, Chris, no problem. I love that shout out. I love that picture of you last week. Kaylin Blue says, hey, I'm a noob. Can't wait to join everyone. Well, we can't wait to see you with your first 9x12 card. Who won? Kendrick Hudson won another 9x12er. Nice. I'll have a shout out for you, Kendrick, if you send me a picture next week. What'd you win? It was so fun, Chris said, doing all the artwork in meetings and businesses. It is fun. What'd you win? Supersonic? You're going supersonic. Nice job. Just email Zoe at Printing for Super Cheap. I got to add more contest stuff. I got to add more prizes too. Let's make a point of doing that next week. Erica says, do you print 11x14 Dynamite? I can do 11x14s. Yeah. It's just a custom size. Totally. Oh, placemats. I mean, I don't know. People ask us all the time. I don't really know what material placemats use. We don't have like thin paper, so I'm not sure we'd be the best solution for that. Can you slow the wheel down? I'm trying to follow my name. I know there's so many names. Erica says you just answered my own question. Galen Workcuff says, I get people to help fill my cards. I just send them the industry and the zip code and I need them to mail. Oh, very cool. Sarah Walston is here. It's someone said that it's like a gang sheet. Same thing with DTF print. It's the same exact thing. Same exact thing. It's just efficient. Same concept. Commercial airlines, same concept. Mario says, on your full service mailing option, that baby born yet? Do we choose the routes and send them to you, or do you also do that? I would suggest you do, because you know your area. So pick the routes that you feel these businesses would get the most benefit from mailing to. Let you do that, because you're more familiar with your area than I am. Love the sample pack, Dragon Head Craftwork says. I love sending it to you. Silver says, what are your print prices? Send me an email. I got a nice... You should become an elite member, which gives you a further discount. It gives you the lowest prices. It's really made for reselling. It gives you rock bottom prices, and you can resell and have lots of margin. I really need to make more videos on selling print, because selling print is a life-changing income. It really is. Anyone can do it. Let me hit these super chats up here. Robert Shields, thank you. Denlin Blake, oh, thank you so much. Oh, someone said that I accidentally put two things. Zoe, if you're still watching, please make a note of this. I messed up. I think I uploaded the wrong Spotify episode. I doubled one. I'm hoping Porter's episode didn't get messed up, because his was so good. EDDM Tools super chat, $10 from EDDM Tools. Thanks for all the help refining the face and slip tool. Well, don't worry, I will be doing a big old shout out probably next week on there. I might even make a video on it. I don't know. He's got, this is my man Will, who's developed a really great. You just upload your EDM paperwork and it literally fills it all out for you. We got to tell Scott Meisner this. He'll love this. Super chat from B Dragon, $5 from me. Hitting the streets today to get my first card going. Ooh, good luck. Nervous but excited. I even get nervous. It's natural to be nervous, but then once you do it, it's fine. Yeah, I'd like to talk about I really would, but I got to be mindful of the time too. Let me win the course. Mitch wants to win the course. He thinks rigging it is going to help. DRC, thank you for $5. Thank you. $9.99 from Jordan Redden. What's estimated cost? Send me. I don't like saying. Here's why I don't like saying it on here, because my videos get viewed like for years. So I don't want someone. There's things like I talk about permits that was like 5 years ago was saving money, and people are like, yeah, I just went out and bought a $700 permit, and I'm like, man, this hasn't worked in like 3 years. They took away that discount like 4 years ago, you know. So I got to be really mindful of what I say, because things may change, you know. In 6 years, the prices will be different. And I don't want someone watching this and being like, yeah, it's, you know, this much, and it has changed at that point. So email me where I keep all my pricings up to date. Les Mark sent me a super chat. Thank you, Les. It means a lot. Just email me. I got, you know, I'll send you the rates. We got 4 of us on email. 3 mainly. 3.5. Juan Pomara says, 9x12 has opened my mind to so many possibilities. That is fantastic, and I appreciate you so much. Yeah, it's still happening, Lloyd. I'm caught up with the comments. Wow. We can get a discount for printing if we are. Yeah, you got the discount. You got the elite pricing. Send me that email. You got the elite. D Pope says top 10s for your journey. Chat GPT and suggest an informal email. I think that most of the small business owners are in the field and won't even open generic sales emails. That's true. You got to be really creative with how you're sending emails, because if it's a wall of text, if it looks salesy, they're just not going to read it. Erica says, my husband said the diner placement I have here is 20 pound, but should be 60 pound. Those are papers. I don't think we have any 20 pound or 60 pound in stock at all. We just don't. Like, if we have 60 pound Starliner, nothing that would even like we'd really be able to do for you in that kind of thinness. 70 pound letterhead, you know, 70 pound bond, opaque paper. But that would be weird, eating a placemat on a piece of letterhead, because it's kind of got a smooth coating on it. Let's do some more gifts here. Wait, how do I get back in there? Ugh. I gotta I gotta get used to this new Stream Lives thing. More winners. I know, I wish you could see the names, but there's like so many people. Oh my God. There we go. Derek Duncan. Nice job, Derek. What are you winning, Derek? Oh, I forgot to take you out of the thing after. I got to get in the habit of that. Supersonic Marketer. What a great gift. Baby boy. Not born yet. Oh, scheduled C-section. Okay, it's nice. Our last few kids, they let us schedule, not C-section, but schedule the births, which was convenient. Where they give you that Pitocin or something. They induce you. City Connector says if you order 250 business cards from me, it's a $30 price, include shipping to the customer. Yeah. Blind, as if it came from you. You can become an elite member by paying the piper. I can give you that link. You just got to email me. You just sign up. 6x11 targeted co-op. Totally. You can do an M3. You can do a community card style. Do I have a community? I had one over here. Do I still have? Hang on. I had a community card over here. Let me see if I still have it. I saw it the other day. No, I don't have it. Someone probably picked it up. It was there. It was, but I don't know where it went. All right, show you. But you can fit 8. You can fit eight ads on. You can fit 6. Well, no, you can fit like 15, 14 or so, 12 on a targeted, because you need a big chunk of space. You need the space here for addressing. Let's do another winner. I got to hit the spin cycle. Then I'll answer some more questions. LM, nice job, LM. I'll do some more winners too, don't worry. What'd you win, LM? Then I got to answer more questions. Dragonhead Craftworks with the super chat. Thank you so much there. Print from Scratch Guide. I love that guide. HighResponseMarketing.com/print for the Print from Scratch Guide. More questions. Anything to watch out for when paying for the EDM route? Should I place the order after I get... Place that order as soon as you can. That way, if the website glitches out, you still got it all done. Post office does not care what the mailing date is. They won't look at it. They don't care. It doesn't matter. Buy it 2 weeks ahead of time. Doesn't matter. They will not look at it. What is that? That's for Dorn Brenton. I keep saying I'll send it, and I never do. No one does. Dorn and Lucy. There should be 2.
Labels?
No, 2 hoodies. 2 Rescue Squad hoodies. But they've been waiting like a month. That's the... Oh, well, there should be 2, but... D Pope said he saw his name there that time. Jeremy said they're going supersonic. Rainer Fisher, my man. Can I still get samples to Canada? Or are there... I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. Chelsea would know here. I really don't know. Chelsea. Sample pack to Canada. You think that's... No, we probably do that UPS overnight, right? Sample pack to Canada.
Canada?
Yeah. UPS overnight, non... What do you think?
How badly do they want it?
I don't know. He's been trying for a while, and Lena can never figure out the cost and stuff, and it got pushed back and back and back.
Ooh, because right now with the
I know. I don't know.
Express thing
Yeah.
in it,
I don't know. Don't know.
Technically, I can get you a price by
Yeah.
technicality, but we're gonna have to pull it off the other menu side.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can. I mean, I'll send an email with you tagged on it, and then at...
Because I know normally before everything with
Yeah.
the border right now, it was like $70-80.
Yeah.
In
In a box. But this is sample by envelope.
Still roughly about the same price.
Yeah.
Because
And I wouldn't trust regular... It might not get there. It just might not get there. Yeah, I don't know. Could try. We'll run... Rainer, will send me an email, Rainer. I know you sent lots of email. Just send me an email. I'll tag Chelsea on here and shipping@printingforsupercheap.com, and we'll look it up for you with your address. And we'll find out. Amber Chenault says first time live. Thank you for showing up there. Someone said pay the piper. What, Sarah? Oh, you taking them? Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
Well, the box I need is in your truck and your bag.
Yeah. Can you buy 3 rolls of stamps?
Give me money. I got
Yeah. 3 rolls of stamps.
But I still need a box.
Just take... There's no tubs that you could grab? Use this one. No, not that one. I'm sorry, guys. Trying to run. Oh, I gotta remember to tell that guy to pick up his stag party tickets. I cannot forget that. This freaking guy needs his stag party tickets, and they're literally sitting right there. I had to freaking... What am I missing? No, it's this card. Use this one. LM1. D-Pope giving some support over there. We got someone's in there having the baby scheduled C-section watching the show.
Was this for good measure?
Where was that?
In there?
Holy crap, I don't even know where. That's probably destroyed. I've been wondering where that was. Trying to avoid the camera there. How do I get a Rescue Squad hoodie? Well, there is a website. Just let me get that sorted out, because I'll never send it. That's the problem. It's like oh, someone said my sound is cutting in and out. Crap. Mike keeps cutting in and out. Did someone hit it? I don't even know if I have sound. I do have sound, so maybe it's just the freaking crap connection. Elite is monthly. It's $44 a month. It's the best $44 a month you'll spend, but you could cancel it anytime. Doesn't matter. Mario says it would be cool if I win something as a baby gift. I will send you print from scratch. So if you email Zoe at printingforsupercheap.com, I would love to send you the print from scratch guide. I would love to send that. This card right here. 4 rolls. 4 rolls. Stamps. Thank you. Love you. I'll see you later. Joshua Polche, well, if I win, I'm quitting my job and going all in on the 9x12. I'll do a couple more here. Yeah, later. The audio and video are. I don't know if it's still doing that. I don't know if it's still. Just close your app and come back, and it will fix the glitch. I think I fixed it. 44 months, some help. Let me tell you what the 40. I have a ton of content. It's a little janky because the links are broken and stuff. Just deal with it. 44 a month. I have not changed that price in a long time. It should be like 150 a month, but it's 44 a month. You get super discounted pricing. The best thing that you get though is the private Facebook group. It is incredible. You get access into the private Facebook group where there are so many of us, including myself, and we answer questions and we share our successes, and it is just great. It is such a great, and there's a decade of media files and stuff in there, and just all sorts of useful stuff. Johnny Clark, what's the chances of a niche of businesses, power sporting, coming together and combining their... Ooh, I don't know about that. Combining custom... I would not, because then you get some issue. You could get sued, I would not touch that. Where you have multiple businesses giving their customer databases together, because God forbid one of them says, this guy just... There's so many potentials of things going wrong, and I got one business mixed in with a list of another, and God forbid they got that list of someone else's house list of customers. You have privacy concerns. I wouldn't touch that one personally. I wouldn't touch it because of that. I would not want to take that risk, that liability on. Man, I hope you guys are hearing my voice, because you guys are saying it's not. Everyone, just refresh YouTube in your browser. Fixes your sync. Ooh, this is nice if it happens on someone else's end. I hope it's fixed. Frickin' Ecamm. I hope this fixes it. I hope this fixed it. I actually have to set this to a 6-frame delay because I found that that's what keeps it in sync, but now it might be. All right, just send the thing. Facebook group just hit 900. I'm really proud of that, and I don't even really promote it. I just kind of naturally people join up. I don't do much of a job promoting it. I charge 7 cents per piece for fulfillment, which really covers the shipping, the prep. Like I don't even know if I make money on fulfillment. I kind of don't think I am, especially the further it has to go. So it's a pretty good deal. And it beats you having to go to the post office. For many people, taking a whole day out, going to the post office and worrying if you got something wrong and waiting in lines, or they tell you to come back, they don't know what they're doing, and loading them up in the cars is not worth it. It doesn't matter to me either way. Do it, people. Refresh your own browser. Woo! Thank you. Any more questions? Especially anything that I didn't get to. Let's do a couple more winners. If you had... Earl Carvin said, I know you'll make it worth waiting for. That's way at the freaking front. I don't know why it's showing the old comments. I think I'm up here good. I'm dying to win the print from scratch guide. I know. All right, we'll finish this. I'll throw a couple more contests here, and we'll just spend a little bit talking about selling print, because I would love to talk more about it, but I know I could talk all day about it. Let me make sure you can see my screen. I think you can. Yeah. Let's shout out these people again too, in case you guys didn't see these guys. Let's just shout them out again We've got, this is this week's notable 9x12ers. We got John Kimler in Michigan. We got Michael and Dara DeLeon in Texas. We've got Matthew Rye in Illinois. He's live right now. Christina DeKisto in Alabama, live right now. Ryan Lashinsky in Massachusetts. Tony Ortega, who's live right now in Washington. Kevin Long in Indiana. One of these I messed up. I think I messed up Brian's. Charmaine Adkins in Nevada. Brian is not in Oklahoma. Okay, I put Oklahoma, but he's not in Oklahoma. I think because I was looking and I was like, where is he? I couldn't remember. I was screenshotting things, and he's in... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Listen, just I'm so sorry that I put Oklahoma because he's not Oklahoma. I'm doing these things at the speed of light at the last second, and it's hard to remember everything. Andrew Laraway in California, Katie and Javin, Haley in Idaho, Sarah Lisht, I think I said it right, in Arizona. I might have missed on her comment on how to pronounce it right. Let's get through these prizes before we go, and let's talk about print. Who's winning? I gotta refresh it. How do we initiate an order? You just got an email. We're on email 24 hours a day, almost 24 hours a day. Just send an email with the thing. That's it. We'll send you a payment link. We'll check over the artwork. We'll make sure it's good to go. We'll check it for typos even. That's all you got to do. All right, now I can spin this wheel again here. Spin. Oh. I'm back on my running grind. I did 5K this morning. Roland Lyons. Good job. You were on the comments earlier. I saw you on there, Roland. Let me see what you won. How does one learn to print well enough to sell it? Let's talk about that. Supersonic marketer. You're going supersonic. I love selling print. You know how much money you can make just selling print? You'd be making money for life. You know how many clients I have that I in my first month of selling print, 2011, first month, I got to have a dozen people at least who still order from me 13 years later. 13 years later. And then you times that by every single day, someone is reordering print from me. Every single day. There's many. There's new people. There's refreshes. There's people, I need another this. I need another that. I need more of this. It is a lifetime income. The business cards run out. The flyers run out. They have a new project. They need new signs. It is a lifetime income. And you can get that. You can broker all that. You can do the same thing. You don't have to buy any printing equipment. Just have me or any commercial printer just blind ship it from you. You're the middleman. It's so easy. It's like the easiest. And it's forever. Then they open up a new business. They tell their friends. And their friends tell their friends. All of a sudden, you're the person to go to. Schrader Designs with another one. Anthony Schrader coming next week. Waiting for a mortgage company to make sure their ad is compliant. Sometimes one ad can hang up the whole thing. Let's do another winner here. I love the winners. I got to spice this up with even more prizes next week. Who's winning? Oh, Jane won. What'd you win, Jane? I just gave Jane big bonus the other day. I said the company's doing well, and I sent her a whole bunch of cash. You won the Supersonic Marketer. You're going Supersonic, Jane. Or Jane quit. She just said, screw you. I just won the Supersonic and Marketer. I'm done. I'm on my own now. She going to laugh at that. I don't know if she's still up. Yeah, real estate and mortgage is a pain in the butt. Spin. We'll do one more after this. Then we're done. Oh, what's your question? Just ask your question again. The comments have slowed down, so I'll see it now. I didn't see it before. Aisha won. Aisha, I hope you're still watching. Aisha, you just won. See, I guess that's the downside. If you leave the live stream and you win, you don't even realize you won. You won a masterclass installment right on the edge there. Nice job. You just send me an email. Tell me which one you want. Okay, last questions. And then we got to call it a day. Congratulations, Deanne said to everyone that completed their 9 by 12s. What an achievement. What an achievement, every single one of you. Tom Shedowens, who is in print now. Wait, did you approve it? Did you approve your and can I share it, Tom? Can I get the approval to share you on a shout out? How about adding $100 in the cost of an ad? I'm telling you, include them on a new mover card. I love this. There's so many things you can add. New mover cards, flyer distribution. If you're doing, you'd run Facebook ads or promote on your Facebook community, or maybe you made a group and you get promoted into that. There's so many things that you can add value to, or even upsell. Say, hey, if you want to add another $50, you get this. What's the biggest size postcard you can print for EDDM? This is a horribly cut one. Okay, I'm going to show you it because it's just a junk cut. This is trash from a larger run, but this is the biggest you can send, minus the white borders. But this is the biggest, and this is actually a really vibrant red. It looks orange on the screen here, but it's a really vibrant red. But this 12 by 15 is a big boy, big. That's the biggest you can go. EDDM is big. It's big. They're two very different things. Jeremy asked if it's what's better, supersonic or print from scratch. I mean, I'd probably say print from scratch is a better one because it opens up a really new income. But supersonic is great too. I think maybe next, let's plan that next week's live is about selling print. We will devote that all about selling print. Oh, Judy plus 6 made it. EJ says, do you have to take the program? No, there's so much. Go through my podcast, go through the videos. Everything's there. The course that I made, the mastery course, is really just a step-by-step thing. If you want to just pay some money and not have to go through all the videos, I think you should anyways. It's a fast way to just learn step by step. Or maybe it's split up into 5 different topics, like closing and pitching. So maybe if you're struggling with one particular thing, you just watch that one rather than having to buy the whole thing. Originally, I wanted to sell the whole thing for $2,500. My original plan was just to make this A to Z thing for $2,500. But then I was like, a lot of people, they don't need to learn. They don't need like all the basics. They don't need all. They're only looking. So I'm like, why don't I just make individual things? And I was taking like a year, and I wasn't finishing it. So I'm like, God, I just need to make. Let me just make one topic, get that out, and then I'll make the next topic. And it took me about a year to get them all before I got the final product out. But this way I was able to get each installment out, and it's worked out. I like the wheel better even without the clicking sound. Okay, we'll do the spinning wheel next time. But I gotta go. I gotta go. Sound is cutting out, someone said again. All right, I don't know. I gotta go. I don't know if she knows. I don't know if she knows. She probably fell asleep. Yeah, Aisha won. Just send email. Okay, for stickers. Nice. Happy to send them. Happy. Cabanas. I was wondering if you were going to be here. Who are our top commenters? Top commenters are... Wait, I got to share my screen. Top commenters are... Dorn Brenton was the top commenter. Wow. I didn't even see him comment that much. Did I, miss some comments from him? Because I didn't think you were commenting that much, Dorn. I didn't even see you for a while. D Popes, look back. Wow. These are a lot of new ones. Nice. Before we go, please drop in the chat an emoji that represents the chat. Drop any emoji in there. And let's see what we think of this live stream today. Yes, you can buy some samples. highresponsemarketing.com/samples. So, yeah, they're the same thing, but but you got to hit me up for better pricing. You got to hit me up. Recommended as many restaurants. Sarah asks recommended amount of restaurants on a 9x12. Hit those emojis, guys, so they pop up. Ooh, there we go. As many as you can. As many restaurants as possible. If you were to pick a whole card full of restaurants, that would be a great card. So as many as you can. Magnets, I can do magnets, but we just can't mail them. But I can definitely do magnets. Okay, Christian Real Estate Solutions asks, how much do you suggest for the markup on your printing prices? Great question. Margin is what you want to use. So you want to use margin and not markup. A 100% markup is a 50% margin. They're very different numbers. So 150% markup is not 50% margin. That's such a critical thing to know. That margin is how much money you're going to make, how much percentage of profit. So when you sell something, if you get a 50% margin, you're making 50% of that as profit. That's great. Markup is the amount added to the cost. So a 50% markup isn't going to get you 50% profit. It's only going to add 50% to your cost. Easy, just quick thing to do is take your cost and times it by 2. Because you have enough room selling print to make 50% profit. That's a margin. That's a 100% markup. Just take the cost and double it. And if you want to do a little bit less, you can. I would say the minimum profit margin would be 70%. I'm not sure what that translates into markup. I don't know. On the calculator, you can take your cost. So if something costs you $50, divide by 0.7 and you get 30% profit. Divide by 0.5 and you get 50% profit. But quick thing, just double it. Next week's live, I'm going to have a card for you. Okay, get that in before I go live so I can make the graphic to shout you out. JPZ says, I notice as I look, these successful cards and industries, they are all small rural towns I've never heard of. That means there's plenty of opportunity. Not everyone lives in a big city. Sometimes a big city is overwhelming. Sometimes you got to hit the suburbs, you know? Schrader Designs know what it is. It's 50% margin. Divide by 0.7. Yes, the magic formula. Question for you. Ooh, that's a good subject line. That's nice. Question for you. BJ, hit me up. I'll give you that link if you don't have it for elite pricing. What's this chat looking like? We got the mind blown one. We got the peach in there. We got the metal and the beer. I don't even drink beer, but I enjoy that emoji. Ooh, the king. I got the ape. Oh, these are great. The fire was down. Oh, the money bag. Oh, these are great. I love how the peach one is like one of the significant ones. You got that thing. What is that from R2-D2? He did that thing like this. I can only do it by grabbing my thing. The male, the lips. Oh my God. The goat. Nice. Got the shades. Describe this chat in an emoji. Got the running man. I got to get my mile down sub 9. I try so hard. I'm at 9:10, I think. 9:10 mile pace. I really want to get on. I would see them 8s. You guys ever run you guys don't run the Boiler. Boilermaker's a big event here where I live. Thanks for asking the question, someone said. I appreciate it. All right. I gotta go. I love these emojis. I love seeing these emojis. Yeah, Jane must have tapped out. She can't claim her prize. What does Hoosier say? I'll go get them samples. Can I get some side hosting? You can. Well, in the sample pack, maybe you could email and I could try email shipping at printingforsupercheap.com. I don't know if we'll catch it. I really don't know. We'll try. The more food is better, Cabana says. Yeah, totally. People love getting, food ads. I couldn't ballpark magnets for you right now. I would get it mixed up. I don't do enough magnets to know, oh, it's this amount of cost. 1,000 of them. Wow, 1,000 5x8s. Yeah, you got to email me. All right, guys. I don't think there's another super pressing question that I'm missing. How do you keep restaurants under one industry? They don't compete. An Italian restaurant does not compete with a Chinese restaurant. Chinese restaurant doesn't compete with a Mexican restaurant. Those are not competitors. That'd be like saying I can't do any home remodeling. I can't do a kitchen. I can't do a roofing. Like they're in the same kind of industry, but they're not. They're not competitors. They're not direct competitors. Direct. I can't wait till you get that card out, Amber. All right, that's it. Holy crap. What a play. Thank you guys for I think Dragon had Craftwork sent you an urgent text. Texts are bad. Okay, texts. I'm going to look at this phone and there's going to be so many texts I can't, and there's no way to track it. So if I look at it and don't see, it'll just disappear. Text is like, it's great if you catch me right that moment and it's something I could answer real quick, but it has no shelf life. I will lose track of that thing so fast. There's no one else reading my texts. Whereas email, everyone has access to my inbox. Just a heads up. Text sometimes is good, and I appreciate you sending me some money for that. But you got to email too, and we got Jane, Zoe. If you're waiting for me for everything, it's hard. When we got other people to help. I'll try. Harass me, okay? Just send me another email. Harass me. We're going to get to it. Joshua Polche with the freaking eggplant on there. Do we pay sales tax for printing? Not from me unless you're in New York. Do you charge to our advertisers? Ask ChatGPT. Most likely not. For your state, most likely not. Most likely it's advertising, and it's probably not taxable. It's a service, and they're not getting anything tangible. Most likely not. But ask ChatGPT for your state. All right. That's it, right? That's it. Oh, Mark, yeah, I didn't see your question on there. I'm gonna try. I know you got these complex. I wish I saw this earlier and I could have talked about that, because it would have been such a good opportunity to talk about targeted mailing. All right, bye everyone. I gotta go. Bye everyone. I had a great time seeing you guys. Sorry for being late. I'll try not to next time. I don't even know how to hit the end button. I don't know where it is. Right here. I will see you guys later. Have a great weekend. More cards coming next week. I'll see you live next Thursday.